What's up, guys? Well, got some good news and bad news with Scrappy here. Something's going to have to be done with it. And I'm going to take you guys up the road here just for a little test. Show you exactly what I'm talking about now. The hill we're going to go up in front of this church is a slight upgrade. I'm talking about slight. And this bike can barely do it at 15 miles an hour. And I'm talking about it's struggling. And I know we got, a generic pipe on there and all that crap needs to be done to it still. But when I did this engine, all I did was clean up the ports. I didn't, widen them or anything like that. And I really wish I did, because this sucker is a complete turd. And I'm going to have to take it apart and grind her out and open her up a little bit and get her to wake up. Let's go for a quick ride. Warm it up a little bit here first. $20.19. $17. All right, that's the best it's ever done. 17 miles an hour. Okay, so there we have it. It did a skin peeling, or skin blistering, 17 miles an hour up that little incline. Now, that was a good day for it. Now, let me tell you, 15 is all I've been able to squeeze out of it, and that was just, it was struggling. So what I'm going to do, and I'm not sure if I'll get this all done today because I'll go to work here in a couple of hours, but I'm going to take the head back off and I'm going to grind them ports out, polish them up a little bit on the exhaust, and we'll see what it does then. Okay, got the sun gray inside where it's nice and cool and air conditioned. It's pretty warm out today, guys. So we're going to do some porting inside the kitchen. I'm going to still do a couple measurements so I know what I'm starting with here as far as the widths and whatnot. Checking out the intake here. Width of the intake's 23.1. So inside diameter, we're looking roughly at 22 even. From floor to ceiling, make sure we're zeroed out. Oh, she's small. 15.4. Okay, let's walk around to the exit holes. $23.3. From floor to ceiling in the exhaust port, we have 18.6. Let's see what we got roughly on the exhaust here on the inside. I have 22.1. So now I know the measurements, what I'm starting with and how much I'm grinding off, because I don't want to take a whole lot off. So let me see if my Dremel is charged here and I'll get busy. Right now I'm widening the intake. Three, one. This most narrowest point, 24 exactly. And from floor to ceiling, we now have 15.5, which we didn't open it, lower the floor very much, but that's fine. Got her widened out so she can breathe a little bit. Got the insides here. And here, I don't think you guys can see it very well, but you know, it's not pretty, but it doesn't have to be. We're not judging on appearance here. Like I said, didn't mess with the raising the intake. I didn't want to do that because that can mess with your fork timing. Just lowered the floor just a scooch. And wind her up about a half on each side, half millimeter. We'll pause here for a second. Okay, now we're back to hit the exhaust side now, and I'm just going to do the same with it. I'm going to widen, except I'm not touching the floor of the exhaust because it'll mess with the fork timing. So what we do is we just raise. I'm just going to raise the roof just a scotch, like a 0.5 millimeter, half of a millimeter, and I'm going to do the same to each side of the walls, giving it a total width increase of 1 millimeter, half on each side. So we opened it up. Inside was 22, so opened it up on a millimeter on the inside and outside, a little over on the outside. That's fine. And now I'm just going to clean it all up, and I'm going to smooth out that exhaust the best I can with some sandpaper. Hit me with some 1500 grit on it, and probably run over it with the 2000. So that's pretty much my porting. It's not true porting. I'm not messing with the transfers. You know, I don't have a degree wheel or anything like that to do all that shit with. So, you know, but if you don't have the right tools, don't try to do it, guys. So you're just going to mess it up. Little things like this, you're not really going to hurt it, as long as you don't, you know, raise the exhaust or lower the exhaust too much, lower the exhaust and mess with the port timing, or raising the roof of the intake, which will also do the same thing, mess with the port timing. So anywho, I want to go ahead and get this cleaned up, do some flat filing and smoothing out, and then we'll get her back together. Okay, now we got her cleaned up. Surface is all fogged, getting flat. And, you know, like I said, I'm not an expert in this. I don't claim to be. I know minimal about porting, just enough to help the engines out. I don't, you know, have a degree where I've gotten all into that. I don't know that I will. I might wind up getting one and try it out one time, you know. But I'm going to put this on. We're going to check the squish and see what it does. Okay, that should be everything. It's good, it's solid. Remember, she did 17 over that hill last time. Here we go. Twenty-one, 20, 21, 22, 20. Did it at 20 mile an hour like it should this time. Much better. Actually, I jumped between 20 and 21. So there you have it, guys, gals, fellers, and fellettes. Slight little fork job can really wake them up. Scrappy's running way better, so much more power climbing the hill. It was just so much easier this time. Just opened it up just a scooch, you know, millimeter wider, half millimeter down on the intake, half millimeter up on the exhaust, millimeter wider on the exhaust. And that's all I did. So thanks for watching this little quick video about the Fortin, and we will see you guys soon. Peace.